What's going on, my good people? This your boy, Lap Up the Entertainer, here to bring you some action with Albany State. This is going to be an interesting thing we're going to be doing. We're going to be grading their field shows, okay? One thing that's interesting about all these field shows that's being presented is that I think the bands came. I think some bands did not make it to some of these games, but there was a couple games I was like, I know that they got a band there. So if y'all can find a way to get that footage, please drop it below. That would help me tremendously. And what we can do is combine footage over time, and I can make an accurate score. I won't take these grades away from them, and I will still keep their dubs, but I will give them a decisive winner as far as that. But as far as this field show is concerned, I'm still gonna give them a grade, okay? And I would give them, a dub on their name if they're able to do what they need to do on this, okay? So this is a series I'm doing. This is after the band battles, and what I'm doing is just getting a compilation of footage as far as band battles is concerned and field shows. And so this is to help me build up a tier list as far as who was the strongest in their division as far as marching bands. Okay, I'm doing the SWAC division, I'm doing SICK division, I'm doing MIG division, you name it. You kind of get what I'm getting at this, okay? So let me go ahead and put these cards up next to me so you know what we're grading, okay? We're grading entrance, songs, formation, dancers, breakdown, and overall creativity, okay? If the band is successful at getting 25 points, I would give them a perfect field show rating. I have a creative department, and if they're able to get a lot of points on that, that would actually help them carry the band, okay? What I also would say, if they're able to get a perfect field show rating, I would give them a dub on their name. If they're not able to get a perfect field show rating, if they're able to make a 27 with the creative points, I would give them a dub on their name. Okay, so but those are the only ways they'd be able to do that and get a dub. Okay, but anything underneath that, they won't be able to receive that dub. Okay, but again, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and liking this video. Really helps out a lot tremendously. What I would say also is that, this is nothing but love here. This is not me bashing the band organization. I really, really like Albany. I was introduced to this band, last year in the beginning, and very interesting band. I really like the band. They got a real strong pen game. I really like that from Albany. They pen game is pretty much, it's a top tier band. I really like that for them. One thing also I would say is that, if you like this type of content, please consider checking out some of my other videos I will be posting at the top. So, if there's some battles that you want to see with them in, I have them in there. But as far as these battles is concerned, as far as these bands that's being presented at that, them doing these field shows, there was no other bands performing. And there was one with Miles College, and I could not find, and it was at their house, at their home, and I was like, are they not at their home? So again, please post that footage above, okay, if you can. But I did enough rambling. Let's get into the action, okay? So we're gonna do them doing Shaw University first, and then we're just gonna continue to go down the list, okay? So again, let's get to it.
And banddirector, Dr. William Brooks. I'm proud to present to you the pride of Albany, the beach of Jordan County, and the Southwest Georgia, the Albany State University Marching Room Snowman! Tonight, the field is ready for the taking.
I love this field, man. This field is everything. It's a vibe there. It sounds really good. They can't get it prescription. that a grade. Yeah. Alright, so entrance is a 5. Songs is a 5. Formations a 5. Dancers a 5. Breakdown, I'm gonna give breakdown a 3. Only reason why it wasn't a 5 is because they just needed one more feature, and I would have been able to carry it to at least a 4 or 5. They gave me 2 features, which was clean, and they gave a lot of energy. They were just missing just that extra push, and I think they would have been good for me with that. I just think that was just one thing that was just missing out of their whole field show. But I really enjoyed that field show overall. It was really nice. So wasn't a perfect field show. It was just missing just a tad bit extra on that. But let's see, was that enough to carry them in this? So they got a 25. Okay. So they missed it by 2 points. If they would have had something extra, I think they would have been okay. But, you know, that's not bad. It's not bad. So we're going to be moving on. No change in the record from this one. You got to remember this, too. This was early in the season, too. So, you know, everything pretty much sounded good to me. One thing I would recommend for the media team is to make sure that they get the audio from the stands, not up close. Because I felt like it was some audio that was kind of choppy up close, and I feel like if it was just a tad bit behind in the stands, I think the audio would be just a tad bit better. But it was okay. So moving on to Miles College. This is the one. If y'all can find that footage from Miles College, that would be highly appreciated. Please comment it below if y'all can find that footage, okay, for these missing bands, okay? Because this look like this is at Miles' home. So I know they was home. They had to be. They had to be. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, please comment below if y'all can get that for me, okay? So let's get into the action for this one. You can see that they're right there. So I know that they have band footage.
William Brooks.
I just don't see no
I'm
battle.
proud to present you the pride of Albany, the beat of Georgia County, and the soul of Southwest Georgia, the Albany State University Marching Band Show Band. Trumpet, the field is yours for the tape.
I feel like that piece should just be a tad bit cleaner, but it was a good song selection.
When we toss high, hit strong, dance big, and bid on.
That pin game is crucial for him, I swear.
Get ready. Let's go.
It really got that energy. That was a nice field show. That was a real nice field show. Alrighty. So, wasn't a perfect field show, but let's see, was it enough to carry them? Okay. Entrance was a 5. Songs, I'm gonna give them a 4. Formations a 5. Dances a 5. Breakdown is a 5. Creative is a 4. It was just if it was just a tad bit cleaner in that breakdown, I think they would have been okay. I think they got let's see what they got. But that was very strong, actually. Very strong. No true complaints about that field show for them. They got a 28. I think that was real strong. They got a dub on their name, so give them a dub on their name officially for this one. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. It was real nice. Almost a perfect on the field show. I just think if they was just to sprucing up just that that song for the dance feature, they would have been okay. Song selection, A1. They had some real good song selections for this, and you could tell that pen was activating in this field show as well. You know, whoever's in control of these arrangements, they really got it going on. You know, I just will want them just to make sure. And yes, it is a field show, and you know, some people can get a little winded marching 8 to 5, point A to point B, but you know, when it comes down to these things, you know, you still got to articulate. You still got to sound clean. I give bands grace when they marching 8 to 5 and they playing, but when y'all sitting still, yeah, there's no excuse, you know. But still good. They got a dub on that one. Moving on. Alrighty, so this is Morehouse.
Phone number and address off the internet to want to handle the removals yourself.
If y'all have any footage, again, any footage, if I don't know if Morehouse came or not to this, but if you find any footage, please drop it below. I would love to see it. Okay. If y'all made it this far in the video, please consider liking, subscribing here on YouTube, and if you're here on Twitch, please follow as well. Let's continue.
On behalf of our president, Dr. Lawrence Drake, and banddirector, Dr. William Brooks, I'm proud to introduce to you the pride of Albany, the beat of Georgia County, and Southwest Georgia, the Albany State University Marching
See if they're going to get the 8 to 5. That's a hard thing to do for a band. We're looking for it. Looks pretty good so far. Really nice. It looks really nice. They got a hole in the field though. But that's okay though. You know what they say. Albany. Talking about that was a heavy book selection too, and they sounded good, and the pen sounded good too. That was crucial, y'all. That was crucial. Yes, indeed. That was nice. Got the energy, man. nice. That was really nice. Gotta give him a perfect on that one, fam. Gotta give him a perfect on that one. That was really nice. Oh, man, that was nice. Can you say execution?
Execution.
That was nice. That was real nice. I really enjoyed it from them. They really did good. You know, everything was there. 8 to 5 was there, definitely. From them to march from the end to the center, it looked good. Song sounded good. Book, pen, top tier. Formations, really good, look good. Dancers, they did an incredible breakdown. Everything was there. So, no complaints on that field show at all. At all. No complaints. You know, one thing I really liked about it the most, though, is the fact that it was consistent and it really flowed real well. You could tell the crowd responded really well to it. We're not even talking about it's homecoming. You get what I'm saying? It's just people responded really well to it. So, you know, it was really nice. I enjoyed it. So put a dub on their name. There's another one for them. They're doing pretty good. They're on a roll right now. They're on a roll right now. So, you know, give them a dub for that one, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all find any footage of Morehouse performing at Albany State homecoming, please comment it below so I can check it out. And we can revisit this later. And I can issue out any losses if any means necessary. Okay? So, please do that. If y'all don't mind. Alright, moving on. And this is the last one we got. We got Edwards Waters University. Some of these bands I haven't even heard of. So, you know, please, you know, if you got any footage, I know there's a lack of media team going on as well. So, I'm going off of what I can get, you know. So, you know, I'm basing off my information off of media sources, you know, or people who can capture it. See, like, they got one right there on the top screen right there. See, that makes me want to check them out because they got more media teams. So I want to capture all, but if I can't capture a lot of footage, it's kind of hard. And, you know, smaller bands have that problem and they struggle with the media team. So I say this to tell you, if y'all in that area and y'all know y'all can step up to the plate, it'd be highly appreciated, and y'all would actually get a lot of a good fan base if y'all start doing that for their band. You know, just saying, it's good YouTube content. You know, you can even strike a deal and they can probably pay you on the side. Just saying. All right, so we're gonna get into this action here. This is the last field show we're gonna be grading with Albany State, and I'm gonna give them their final record. It's still kind of pending, you know. We still got some times to, if we can find footage, we can add losses if necessary. But seem like right now they got a pretty fair, clean record. You know what I'm saying? So it's not bad in my eyes. Okay, so let's get to it. Run this commercial.
Welcome to the rebellion.
And/or April 22nd.
So you think you know Wix, but do you really? First up, we've got
Albany County. And
Let's get it.
Southwest Georgia. The Albany State University marching Coming. Here is yours for the tape.
sound way better than the first time they played it. Albany is a band to play with, y'all. They something serious, man. I know y'all heard that film. Come on, That be getting me out of my seat, dog, I swear. Yo. Yo. Oh man, that was nice. They done got another perfect. Can you say execution?
Execution.
Oh man, that was nice. Perfect field show. No complaints. I'm gonna give them a 1 in creative. So they got a 26 on that one. You know, it was really nice. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. No complaints. Woo! Look, for me, the highlight of the field show was when they played that Usher song. That's all I got to say. Woo! That pen, fam. Oh man, that is nice. That is nice right there. And it's a good song selection too. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they would have pulled that in the field. You know, if they decided, like, you know what, let's just play this in the field. They would get house. They would get house for that. I swear. Like I said, man, no complaints, man. I really enjoyed it, man. Give them a dub on their name. They got 3 dubs out of this. You know, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. This was a ride for me. You know, was a thrill rather. You know, what I would say, you know, if y'all can, please get a chance to subscribe to your boy if you're new to the channel, and if you like this type of content, please like up the video. Helps boost up the algorithm to get it to the right people. Okay. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all find any footage of these bands that was listed, please comment it below so I can check it out and we can revisit these battles. And, you know, we can issue out losses to each band. What I would do, which is different, because I couldn't find the footage, I would still give them a dub for their field shows. You know what I'm saying? And I would give them, that's only if they do what they need to do. And, you know, if whoever was the strongest can get that loss. Okay? So it's kind of like a win-lose situation. And if it's a tie between both bands, then, you know, we don't have to really worry about it. That's how I see it. So, you know, I feel like that's fair, you know, and honest. So, but I really enjoyed it. I'm going to put a like on this video, too, just because. But I'm just saying, you know, if y'all really like this type of content, please consider, you know, being a part of this family. You know, it really means a lot. I'm going to get up out of here, man. And like I tell y'all always, deuces.